For the past few years, Halifax has been talking about a silver bullet to fight the housing crisis. The idea was simple. Just make developers put affordable housings in all new buildings. But this past week, the city hit the brakes. So why did Halifax drop the plan that so many people were counting on? My name is Zach Surette, and I'm a real estate agent in the city of Halifax and Halifax Regional Municipality. We're going to take a deep dive on the report that changed everything, up next on Halifax Home Guide. Nearly 3 years ago, the city had voted to adopt this new plan of inclusionary zoning to help fight the housing crisis. But a new consultant study just landed on Regional Council's desk, and the news wasn't good. The city's manager of community planning explained that the economic conditions just aren't right. The study found that while inclusionary zoning might work for smaller density wood construction projects, it would be a disaster for high-rise buildings, as these big projects already have the slimmest profit margins due to skyrocketing construction costs. It sounds counterintuitive, right? You may think, why don't we just force developers to pay? Well, that report warned about two potential side effects. The first being slower construction, which is definitely not something that we want. To put it simply, if projects simply aren't profitable, then developers will stop building. The second being rising rents. Developers could potentially raise rents in order to make up for the shortfall in revenue on the affordable units, which will actually make the city less affordable for the average renter. And not to mention that there is a bit of a legal hurdle to consider as well. The provincial government's Bill 329 currently has new development fees frozen until at least November of this year. So is this really all bad news after all? Well, not exactly. While the city is passing on this specific tool, at least for now, they pointed out that they are already starting to see some success with something called the Density Bonus Program, for which they say it is a form of inclusionary zoning. Large-scale developments over 2,000 square meters, built in the urban core, and certain projects built in suburban areas are required to pay in this bonus zoning reserve. And get this, 60 to 100% of these fees go directly into affordable housing projects, which are run by nonprofit organizations. So there definitely is a silver lining here. At least something actually is working. The manager of the Halifax Acceleration Fund said that since 2021, about $30 million has been distributed to nonprofits in order to fund affordable housing units. They have created about 770 new affordable housing units, and about 1,500 when including retrofit buildings that used to house market rents. These nonprofits say that while the Halifax Fund actually only makes up about 10% of their budget, it is often the most important 10%, as this money could let them finish a project in order to qualify for a larger federal grant. So while the requirement plan is on ice, at least the city is doubling down on supporting the experts, which in this case is the nonprofits. With a new affordable housing plan on the horizon, Halifax is finding a different way to build a home for everyone. So what do you think? Is it better to just force developers to build affordable housing, or give money to nonprofits who specialize in this type of thing? So let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.